Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Good evening, coming to you live from the National News Studio. Welcome to the news. My name is Clifford Richards.
And I'm Sharon Masquinius. First, it's a look at the day's headlines.
The President emphasizes the need for a shift from the traditional plantation industries to a burgeoning agricultural enterprise. The government directs attention to abolish the local government election nominations and to conduct provincial council polls as previously scheduled. Appreciations in Parliament to the national television for introducing AI technology for the news bulletin. A request to be vigilant over children following the conclusion of the GCE Ordinary Level examination tomorrow. The Russian army advances to the second largest city in Ukraine. The Sri Lanka cricket team leaves the country for the T20 Cricket World Cup.
Now for those and other stories in detail, starting off with local news. President Ranil Wickremesinghe outlined his commitment to propel the nation's economic progress by spearheading a shift from the traditional plantation industries to a beginning agricultural enterprise.
Well, he emphasized this and also says it is imminent of the removal of bureaucratic barriers through new legislation and also the implementation of the advanced managerial practices in the plantation sector as well. Well, he made these remarks while addressing the inauguration of the Athurugiriya National Institute of Plantation Management's new academic administrative complex this morning. President Wickremesinghe highlighted the institute's pivotal role in equipping graduates with contemporary skills essential for plantation industry's modernization. The facility, boasting research laboratories, lecture halls, computer labs, a career counseling center, and also features a center harnessing AI and GIS technologies. Construction of the state-of-the-art facility, amounting to 750 million rupees, signifies a substantial investment in the nation's agricultural education infrastructure. The President said that presently the focus of the government lies on the modernization of the agriculture and the establishment of a robust export-oriented agricultural industry. Historically, tea, rubber and coconut have been the cornerstone of our crop exports. However, following the exodus of the colonial powers, they replicated Sri Lankan's plantations in Kenya for tea production and posing formidable competition. Similarly, the cultivation of rubber in Vietnam presents additional challenges, necessitating a transformation within the plantation sector to effectively compete in the global market. He said that the nation requires not merely traditional plantations but a shift towards agribusiness. Converting our estates into modern agribusiness entities and enhancing production are imperative. He said that it is essential to focus on the development of tea and rubber cultivation and secure markets for these products. The tea industry has already witnessed diversification in numerous companies flourishing in this sector. Furthermore, he added that revitalizing traditional crop cultivation, including cocoa, cinnamon and other spices, is essential. Embracing new crops is equally crucial. This entails the introduction of advanced technical management practices and the inclusion of small plantation owners in modernization efforts to bolster production. The President said that the eradication of rural poverty hinges upon agricultural development to this end. Minister Mahinda Amaraveera says today that they observe a gradual stabilization of the country's economy, a testament to the President's dedication and leadership. Should the program remain unhindered, there is a strong assistance within the next few years. An enduring economy will be established in this country, resilient and future setbacks, he added. Governor of the Sabaragamuwa Provincial Council, Naveen Disanayake, says that during his tenure as Minister of Plantation Industries, he proposed a cabinet paper for the establishment of the institution. Upon assuming office, he said that the tea was priced at 270 rupees a kilo.
The adjournment debate on the Palestinian crisis was taken up in Parliament today. The proposal for the debate was brought in by the opposition. Parliamentary Nimityas Bakir Marcus said that there is no safe zone for Palestinians in Gaza. He further said that 95% of the Palestinians have lost their lands in the region, leading to thousands of refugees seeking shelter and food. He said that it is a positive sign to see that the entire world, including the participation of Jews, has rallied together to end this massacre. Former President Mahinda Rajapaksa said that the situation in Gaza is a tragedy. He said that Sri Lanka, which faced 30 years of war in the country, understands these experiences. Accordingly, he requested the government to intervene in the situation and provide relief for the Palestinian people. Opposition leader Sajid Premadasa said that certain sections have urged the Israel government to reject the two-state solution. He said that the two-state solution is a globally accepted concept and recognized even by permanent members of the Security Council. He said that if the Security Council is rejecting to end this massacre, then alternative programs should be implemented instead. Parliamentarian C.B. Ratnayaka said that the European nations which voiced against the war in Sri Lanka are silent over human rights violations taking place in Gaza. Parliamentarian Vijitha Herath said that this is not only a conflict between Palestinian and Israel, but a conflict transpired for the power struggle among the political entities in the world. Parliamentarian Patali Champika Ranawaka said that the financial supply chains have been disrupted.
United States Assistant Secretary, Bureau of South and Central Asian Affairs, Donald Lu called on President Ranil Wickremesinghe yesterday at the Presidential Secretariat. During the meeting, extensive discussions were held regarding Sri Lanka's economic recovery strategies. President Wickremesinghe's unwavering dedication and commitment to implementing the economic reform program was highly appreciated by the United States Assistant Secretary Donald Lu. The President was accompanied by the Senior Advisor on National Security and Chief of Staff Sagal Ratnayaka. The U.S. Ambassador to Sri Lanka, Julie Chang, was also present on this occasion.
The Sri Lankan cricket team left the country this morning to participate in the upcoming 2020 Cricket World Cup. The tournament will be held in United States and Caribbean islands. Many cricket fans gathered around Sri Lanka cricket to extend their well wishes for the Sri Lankan cricketers taking part in the World Cup tournament. Captain of the side is Wanidu Hasaranga. The squad is comprised of 15 players. In addition, another 4 players departed with the squad as reserves. The T20 Cricket World Cup will begin on the 2nd of next month and will continue until the 29th. Sri Lanka compete in Group D along with South Africa, Bangladesh, the Netherlands and Nepal. Sri Lanka will play their first match against South Africa on June 3rd. The squad left to Dubai at 10:05 this morning and expected to travel to New York from Dubai.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe extended his well wishes to the Sri Lankan cricket team yesterday as they embark on their journey to participate in the upcoming 2020 World Cup cricket tournament. Meanwhile, the Sri Lankan rugby team, winners of the Asian Rugby Championship in the first division held in Sri Lanka, also had the honour of meeting the President Wickremesinghe at the Presidential Secretariat. The tournament is set to take place in America and the West Indies from the 1st of June to 29th June. In a meeting held at the Presidential Secretariat yesterday, the President engaged in a friendly conversation with the team led by Wanidhu Hasaranga, offering words of encouragement and congratulating them on representing the nation with distinction.
So all are ready. Keep the flag high, yeah? After all these years.
The President met with the Sri Lankan rugby team, winners of the Asian Rugby Championship in the first division. The President expressed the nation's profound pride in this significant rugby triumph, making a momentous achievement after several years. The President applauded the players' remarkable skills and offered his heartfelt congratulations on their achievement. A special ceremony was held organized in Colombo last night to extend well wishes for the Sri Lanka cricket team set to take part in the T20 Cricket World Cup. It was held with the participation of Minister Harin Fernando. Minister Harin Fernando said that there are no divisions in sport. He said that Sri Lanka is not only expecting to gain victories, but to compete against other nations with a positive spirit. He said that the hope of the country is for the team to display a unified effort to compete in the tournament. He said that they believe immensely in the coaching staff of this well-balanced team. He requested the team to focus and bring profound pride to the nation. The 2024 T20 World Cup winning captain Lasith Malinga had also shared his views over the team in social media. Former Sri Lankan cricketer Lasith Malinga said that the Sri Lankan bowling unit would be the best bowling unit in this tournament. He also said that the batters are in good spirit and energy ahead of the tournament. He said that his hope is for Sri Lankan side to bring back the World Cup glory to Sri Lanka after a 10-year hiatus. The Sri Lankan rugby team, winners of the Asian Rugby Championship in the first division, was present to extend their well wishes to the Sri Lanka cricket side departing for the World Cup tournament.
The clearance of the Attorney General has been received for the draft of the Economic Transformation Bill. The Cabinet of Ministers granted approval for the proposal furnished by the President to publish in the Government Gazette notification and subsequently tabled the draft bill in the Parliament. Cabinet spokesman Minister Bandula Gunawardena said that through this draft bill, the government will set the economic objectives within the variables such as an entire structural output, revenue, employment and investments contributing to the economy for a future time period and to obtain a legal approval in this regard. He said that this bill clearly indicates the targets of debt restructuring process, which is a national concern at present. The purpose of the draft bill is to transform the path towards economic transformation into a law which would not be derailed during the process. The Cabinet of Ministers approved the proposal submitted by the President to introduce the Technology Promotion Act by cancelling the Information and Communication Technology Act number 27 of 2003 and direct the legal draftsman to prepare a draft bill based on the concept paper. The Cabinet of Ministers approved the proposal presented by Minister Susil Premachandh to start the advanced level classes immediately after the end of the examination for the students appearing for the GCU ordinary level examination in May 2024 in relation to the year 2023.
Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation embarked on a revolutionary journey by incorporating artificial intelligence in its news bulletin for the first time in Sri Lanka history.
Well, accordingly, AI avatars were created using newsreaders in Sinhala and also Tamil news bulletins to present news. And Sri Lankan audience has shown a great interest over the new feature of national television news bulletin using AI technology. And this new initiative was also discussed in Parliament, where parliamentarian S.M.M. Mosharraf extended his appreciation for this new technological advancement spearheaded by the national television. Addressing the Parliament, parliamentarian said that he was excited about the use of AI technology for the news bulletin of national television. He said that fulfilling a view shared by the President, national television has shown great advancement in presenting bulletins using AI. He then extended his appreciation to the chairman of the Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation, Dr. Prasad Samarasinghe, officer in charge of the Tamil news section CBM Shyam, and the news presenter Thiba Darshini. He said that he started his media career from the Rupavahini Corporation and extended his profound gratitude to the technological growth achieved by the organization.
A discussion has been held at the cabinet meeting regarding the abolition of the nominations pertaining to the local government election and to conduct provincial council polls as agreed previously. Cabinet spokesman Minister Bandula Gunawardena made an explanation in this regard. Minister Bandula Gunawardena said that since state employees have also submitted nominations for the local government election, the President informed the Prime Minister to inquire with the Attorney General and discuss with other parties to abolish the nominations to avoid any unnecessary difficulties faced by such individuals in carrying out their employment-related responsibilities. He also said that the Prime Minister was informed to conduct discussions with the Attorney General, Elections Commissioner and party leaders over the possibility to conduct the provincial council elections next year within a conflict-free mechanism while ensuring women representation. Views were also shared over the illegal deployment of Sri Lankan army soldiers to Russia and Ukraine. Minister Bandula Gunawardena said the government will positively intervene to safeguard Sri Lankan citizens who are abroad from difficulties they are faced with. He said that Foreign Employment Bureau, subject ministers, Foreign Affairs Ministry and embassies continue to create public awareness to prevent illegal migration. He pointed out that it is not fair for those who migrate illegally to compel the government to free them from such difficulties when the government continues to create awareness in this regard. Therefore, he further pointed out the importance of avoiding such circumstances at all cost. The minister said that another 500 buses will be deployed for the Sisusariya bus service. The minister said that around 1,500 Sisusariya buses have been deployed across the country. He said that the Treasury has allocated 2,000 million rupees for the year 2024 for this service. He said that many schools, especially in remote areas, have requested to provide bus services for students considering the price hikes. Accordingly, he said that the President informed to increase the number of buses in the service to 2,000. He further said that a discussion in this regard was held with the National Transport Board recently.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe in fact appoints a special committee, and that is to expedite the distribution of lands, and this for the war veterans. Well, this committee will be effective under the chairmanship of Secretary to the President, Saman Ekanayake. Well, the Land Commissioner General of Chairman and also the Ranaviri Services Authority, Additional Secretary to the Ministry of Defence and a representative of the Attorney General's Department will comprise the committee. The lands will be distributed for the war heroes in 3 armed forces, Sri Lanka Police and Civil Defence Department, and have sacrificed their lives at the active service, disappeared and disabled, retired and also engaged in active service at the time being. Even though this program was initiated from time to time, the President decided to appoint this committee to look into the factors pertaining to the failure to implement this program successfully. Well, the government of India extends the ban imposed on the now defunct Sri Lankan militant group, the Liberation of Tigers of Tamil Elam, also known as the LTTE, for 5 more ears. Well, in a notification, the Indian Home Ministry says that the central government is of the opinion that the LTTE is still indulging in activities which are prejudicial to the integrity and security of the country. The Union of Home Ministry imposed the ban invoking subsections 1 and 3 of Section 3 of the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act 1967. The notification further says, citing a few other reasons too, that the pro-LTTE groups continue to foster a separate tendency amongst the masses and enhance the support base for the LTTE in India and particularly in Tamil Nadu, which will ultimately have a strong disintegrating influence over the territorial integrity of India. The Indian government first banned the LTTE organization way back in 1992.
The injunction order preventing Minister Vijayadasa Rajapaksa from functioning as a chairman of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party is expected to be issued tomorrow. Colombo District Court Judge Sandun Mithanage made the statement after considering a complaint filed by an acting General Secretary of the party, Parliamentarian Duminda Disanayake. Meanwhile, a discussion between SLFP parliamentarians Duminda Disanayake, Nimal Siripala De Silva, Lasanthala Gevanna and Mahinda Amaravira and government ministers was held today. Minister Suse Premajayantha and Nalin Fernando, parliamentarian Nimal Lanza and state ministers Siren Raghavan joined the discussion. The attention of the meeting was directed for forming of a new alliance in the future. Parliamentarian Duminda Disanayake said that this is a time to think of the nation and most in the party are with this requirement. He said that, however, a few leaders are not aligned with this need. He said that they are yet to make a final decision in this regard. He said that they will involve in with the group that decides the next leader of the country. Parliamentarian Anuprapriya Darshanayappa said that they are expecting to form a new political alliance from a rally in Hambantota in the next month. He said that they will also launch their vision during the event. He said that they should be able to bring in 60 to 70 MPs to the parliament at the next election.
Minister Dr. Ramesh Patirana says that measures will be taken to consider salaries on the grade level in an effort that is to find a fair solution for the prevailing health strike. He said that the health and also the related special duty allowance will also be included into this month's salary. Minister Dr. Ramesh Patirana says that the cabinet decision has been taken regarding the health and regarding special duty allowance. Accordingly, he said that the allowance will be extended from this month. Therefore, he said that the government will take maximum measures to increase the allowances of the health workers as much as possible. Accordingly, he requested the health workers not to engage in the strike action.
GC ordinary level examination will conclude tomorrow. School principals have urged parents to stay vigilant over the activities of their children following the examination. Many incidents surrounding the schools were reported during the last examination period, inflicting damages to assets and resources of the schools, travelling for leisure and engaging in various experiments are some of the incidents reported last time. The cabinet approval was granted for the proposal presented by Minister Suse Premajayantha to commence the GC advanced level classes immediately after the ordinary level examination. Meanwhile, Commissioner General of Examinations Amit Jayasundara said that the preparations are underway to formulate a necessary mechanism to expedite the issuance of examination results. Commissioner General of Examinations Amit Jayasundara said that the evaluation process will be carried out under 3 phases. He said that the practical examinations are expected to be held next, and by mid-September they should be able to issue the results of the examination. Stay with us. That's a look at local news. We'll be back with foreign news after a break. Let me take a look at foreign news now. Russia assaulted towns and villages in Ukraine's northeastern Kharkiv region days after launching a surprise ground offensive across the border that forced thousands to evacuate. Russian President Vladimir Putin will visit China this week to meet Xi Jinping as he seeks to win great support from Beijing for his war effort in Ukraine and isolated economy. During a visit to Kyiv, United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken stated that a military aid for Ukraine is on its way to Ukraine and will make a significant change. A senior Russian defense official arrested on bribery charges, according to investigators, in the second such action within the defense ministry in weeks. Russian authorities said that a freight train derailed overnight due to suspected sabotage near Volgograd in the country's southwest. Furthermore, the head of Ukraine's military intelligence agency, General Kharlov, stated that Kyiv's outmanned troops battle near Russian offensive in northeast and assaults in the east with serious shortage of weapons.
Prima Kutumi, Pantamai.
Welcome back, and we are now moving on to the world of sport. Well, Sri Lanka A manages to secure an innings and 26-run victory against Afghanistan A in the unofficial test match played at the Pisara Oval Stadium in Colombo today. Batting first, Sri Lanka A puts up a score of 435 runs for their innings. Sonal Dinusha scoring 145, while Wanuja Sahan scores 75. In response, Afghanistan A only managed to gather 198 for their first innings. In their second innings, Afghanistan A was restricted to a score of 211. Ijaz Ahmed scored 54 and Nisala Tarakas claimed 6 wickets.
Now, Sri Lanka managed to secure their first victory in the Central Asian Volleyball Championship yesterday after defeating Afghanistan. The tournament is currently underway in Pakistan. Sri Lanka won the match and played against Afghanistan by 3 rounds to 0, with scores of 25 to 19, 25 and 20 to 25 to 14. Sri Lanka will compete against Iran in the next match of the tournament.
Afghan are absolutely nowhere to be seen. Back row from Nasir from Afghanistan. Eventually something. So I think the ball wasn't really set perfectly for him. Didn't have the build-up spark it needed. Well, off balanced was Divity on this occasion. And the ball was placed by the
Prima Kutumi, Pantamai.
And on that news, it's time to end the news. Do enjoy the rest of the programs, and together with Sharon, this is Clifford wishing you a good night.